So the other day, I was filming myself trying to cut a handlebar to make it as an extended e-brake. Although it didn't go too well because I ended up cutting the handlebar on the other side. So instead of it being kind of leaned up a little bit forward, it was pushing downwards and straight. So it was hitting my center console. So if I had the other piece, or if I could find the other piece, because I don't know where the hell I left it, I'm gonna be using that one instead, and I'm gonna try to make it as best as possible to be able to have a better e-brake. But before I do all that, I also bought a drift knob so I can also have it in there whenever I need to actually use the e-brake for it to stay on. So I was gonna custom cut the handlebar for it to fit the drift button, but the drift button didn't fit because I guess it sent me one for a 240, and obviously that's not a 240. And I was looking up through other forums or all these other threads of how they were able to fit theirs or how they do it their way. And I didn't really get that much like how they did it, but I seen it for myself, and I kind of got a little better view of it or how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how I do it, and if I do mess up, it is my first time, so just we'll pretty much go from there and see how to fix it or how to actually make it work. Also, I just picked up a Nardi wheel. I just got the hub yesterday, the Nardi wheel a couple days ago, but I'm gonna be showing you guys that too as well. So this is the wheel that I just got. It's a Nardi Classic. I believe it is a 360 millimeter. I originally wanted the center to be that brushed like aluminum look, but this is all I was able to come up with, and the guy wasn't selling the other one, or he didn't have the other one. So I kind of just stuck with this one. It was brand new. It had the tags. It came in the box and everything. But I'll show you guys what tools you have to use. I have my box of all the like, little start bits or torque and all that. And I have a bunch of other tools you're gonna use, and I'll show you guys pretty much step by step while I can. And then what I mean with the e-brake, or what I was saying with the e-brake, is so right here I ended up cutting it. I was too lazy to actually take off the whole center console, and I ended up just cutting it because I'm gonna maybe wrap all this over it with something else. So right here, let me get a screwdriver. Alright, so this is what I mean. Look at this little spring right here is pushing it back and it's grabbing onto the teeth. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be taking this piece off and maybe getting another little spring to hold on onto up here and push back, because this has to be pushed back for it not to lock in. But I was also thinking of making a hole straight through this thing right here. There's gonna be a gap right now. I was gonna make a hole straight through that so it can hold it. Now I'll show you guys what I mean by that. This is basically what I mean. I just shoved a bolt in there. So the button's pushed in right now and it won't lock in. So what I was gonna do, I was gonna make a hole straight through it and put like some type of pin that I'll be able to make it removable and put on whenever I need to use the e-brake or whenever I want it for drifting. The first things for the steering wheel, you gotta take off these little things, these little caps. There's one right here, and there should be another one on the other side. Once you take those off, there's either like a special type of bolt in there, which I hope I have the tool for it, which is most likely this one. So we'll see if that works. So it ended up being the right size. It'll be the size T30. It is like a star screw, and it should have the hole in the middle. See, it's in there. Also, before we actually start taking the wheel off, make sure your battery is disconnected. Make sure your battery is disconnected because you do not want the airbag to blow up on you. Alright, so when you have that off, most likely this thing should come off. The whole actual airbag. Airbag does have two small sensors. which you should be unplugging these two. So the way to take these off, these little black things, they go up and the sensor just pops up. It doesn't pull out or it doesn't pull backwards, it just gets pulled straight up. You will have this ground wire, or these two connections. One is a ground and one is a, I really don't know what it is. And you should be unplugging that sensor. Should be unplugging that sensor right there. The next thing is you should be loosening this bolt. I think it's a 19, that's what I was told. So I brought my own socket. And it is a 19. Size 19. That wasn't all too hard. I don't know why it wasn't all so hard, but it should be a lot tighter than that. Next thing I'll say to do is just kind of pound on it and move it, and it'll come off. Just push the little sensors through the holes just so you won't damage anything. So the only reason I have 3 bolts on it right now is because I was gonna see if I have to loosen it up to fit that little inlet in here. But when I put it on, it was basically straight, exactly how my other wheel came off. So all I gotta do is just put that bolt back in, which is this one. Put it back in there. One of the problems I had before on an old wheel from an old 350 is if you tighten it too much, it'll get stuck and you pretty much want to have counter steering. So what I do, I get like a small little adapter. You can order it, but what I did, I'll just get like a piece of metal and just cut it and just stick it behind where the bolt is at. Basically what the adapter would look like, it would be something like this. This is made out of PCV piping. It's not what I'm going to use, I'm going to use a metal one. But it would be something like this, or probably a little bit bigger. But you pretty much just have to stick it in there to help it push out a little bit. And it won't put so much pressure onto this piece. And you'll be set. So I just finished tightening the bolt, which is that one. It's a size 19. And same wheel feels good. It feels like it has a counter steer. Now something to do with all this, I'd probably say just you're gonna have to end up hiding it either somewhere in here, somewhere inside here. But I don't know. This is, I don't know. I don't need this, but we'll see what to do with it. Alright guys, so there's something else that I got as well. I also got some Fanadors style rep mirrors. I'll be showing you what they look like. These are the mirrors. They came in a weird looking carbon fiber looking thing. They do have turn signals, which is kind of cool. These are for a Lexus IS300, but I was gonna retrofit them. The way I was gonna do that, I was gonna get this plastic piece, which is the thing that mounts onto your actual door, and I was just gonna trim that down. Hopefully it would fit, but I got lucky and I ended up getting the opposite side and just turned it more, and it fit basically straight on. Like, it's almost near as perfect. The only thing is sticking out is right there. But other than that, the mirrors are on good, which is surprising. It fits so perfect. So the same thing with the other side. What I did with that to make it fit, these holes were hitting against like by the mirror. I'm in half, and I'm gonna stick a screw straight through there. Probably get it straight through the edging of the metal, just so I can have it holding on. I'm gonna wire up the lights too, so they can the turn signals can work, because I don't know if you can see, but there's one in there, and there's that one. So I will also be showing you guys how to do that. And after doing that, I'm also going to show you guys how I was going to do my e-brake, like I said last night. And I got the steering wheel in. Looks real good. Feels pretty sturdy too. And I'm going to show you guys how to do the e-brake. The thing is going to mess with that little lever right here, and just make it seem like it's getting stuck at all times. I'll show you guys how to do that too. Alright, so I also got the signals to work. The way I did it was there's this blue wire. I think no, not the blue one. This black wire goes to the ground, which I just connected straight to the battery. There. And the white wire, I ran it through stuff down there, and I just connected it to this yellow wire. That makes it work. So I got the car started, and right now I'm gonna be driving it so I can set the so I can charge the battery. And there's a hole now. Made a hole straight through. And all I do is just get like this Allen wrench, and I just stick it through. Once it's through, it doesn't lock up. Whenever you want to lock up, you pull it, and it'll lock up. Drive with the steering wheel and the seats. Let's see how it works. Oh, that's not supposed to fall out. So the fanadors work, or the fanadors, and yeah, I got everything wired up. Right now we're gonna be going with Josh to go pick up some new wheels for him, and I'll show you guys what those are too as well. I'm also gonna be mounting on these wheels. I'm gonna be putting tires for them. They're gonna be my drift spares, or maybe these will be my spares and those will be my normal ones. But for now, thank you guys. What are we doing, Dallas?
What?
What are we doing?
Getting wheels, real wheels.
Real wheels for one. Look at Josh looking at his wheels.
You have these on your Evo?
Yeah, I think on Steve's you run these on.
Lugging through strip.
Strip light. My strip is on my wheels.
The fitment is so perfect.
Damn, I'm selling my wheels and my exhaust. Get my
Yay,
money back
more money
from
for the drifty
empty
there.
barrels and drifting.
I'm gonna take out the adapter. Damn, dude, I don't want to strip it. Oh, that's strong. Mr. Ducati, boy.
Mr. Ducati.
We got them real battles. Real
These
heavy
aren't real
battles.
battles. Nobody's real. All the way.
That is all the way.
That is?
Yeah, that's all
Alright,
the way.
so.
Slow to get.
Can I make a video instead of pictures?
Damn, dude. Now you're lower than that. I think with all the weight later on, though.
Yeah. You shine a light? Oh, fuck.
The back already tucking.
Of course, the rear's gonna tuck.
Alright, I'll be back.
So this is going to be the end of the video, and later on I'll be showing you guys how I weld the actual e-brake to the car, and then the event will be coming on the 11th, so we're almost there. I'll be drifting too, so everything is going to be fun. But thank you guys for watching.